Who got some money?
Hell no.
Hey, Vanilla. Make this kitty growl for you. Miss Gladys had an insurance policy? $25,000.
The money is mine.
No.
The money.
Zatima, what did you do to her?
I didn't do nothing. Where's Jeremiah?
If this is the way you want to live, then do it without me.
Well, folks, we finally got the dang trailer. I gotta admit, BET Plus, you lived up to your word. You put it out there, coming soon, and y'all dropped the trailer. Essence.com dropped an article, I want to say about a little less than 2 hours from the initial announcement of coming soon. Season 3 of Zatima is going to be filled with drama and excitement. Now, the trailer itself is like a minute. I mean, if you take off the return date, the title of the show, and the BET Plus logo, it's about 59 seconds. But as you all know, copyright, blah, blah, blah. I will leave a link in the comment section below, pinned to the top. I would suggest that you go to that link, which is the official BET Plus YouTube channel. Watch the entire trailer, because remember, I can't play the full thing due to copyright. Watch it and then come back, because I'm going to break this thing down. Man, this is it, folks. I feel seen and heard. The trailer dropped exactly a week from my birthday last week, so thank you, BET Plus, for this belated birthday present. So, with that being said, what I'm going to do is a few things. Now, first of all, I'm going to go over the article from Essence.com. It's only 2 paragraphs. Don't worry. We'll get to the breakdown. I'd rather do like one definitive video as opposed to a bunch of little ones, which I will do eventually because, hey, got to work the algorithm. But in any case, the series is set to premiere, and I was right. I had my theory. I said, wouldn't it be something if Zatima Season 3 came back in October, because that is the only other month that's the only month remaining in the year that has 5 Thursdays. Sistas is supposed to come back this fall. So wouldn't Zatima be the perfect thing to insert during the hiatus period where we have 5 Thursdays of episodes? Because the article does say something a bit strange. Now, in this 10 episode season, I don't know if that means the entire season 3 is only 10 episodes, because I don't know. I mean, look at what they did with 10 episodes, 1 season. Will they take the episodes that have already been filmed and divvy it up? Because they've already filmed season 3. They've already filmed season 4. Those are done. As opposed to 2 seasons that are 20 episodes. Do you think BET Plus will split it where it's going to be season 3, 10 episodes, season 4, 10 episodes, season 5 and 6, 10 episodes, meaning that they'll take the 40 episodes they have now and give us 4 10-episode seasons? That might be how they do it. I could be wrong. I don't know. Or this is just, the wrong wording. But in any case, it's going to be October 3rd up until Halloween, the 31st, which honestly, I feel like Halloween, the finale, somebody going to die. So, viewers will witness Zach and Fatima as they navigate the complex challenges threatening their relationship. The couple's journey is marked by highs and lows, with external pressures and family drama pushing their bond to the limit. This time around, Tyler delves into the deep-rooted family traumas that haunt the couple, exploring the far-reaching consequences of actions taken without thought. Now, that describes both of these characters pretty well. How often do we see them, shoot first and ask questions second? The tension between Zach and Jeremiah adds another layer of intensity, raising questions about whether reconciliation is possible or if their relationship will be irreparably damaged. And then it goes on listing the different actors, Belinda, Nathan, Tony, Bryce, Deja, Angela. But of course, there is, well, a certain character who I feel stole the show. Good old Preston is back, man. Trinity is back. I don't know exactly what kind of role he'll be playing this season, but I feel like I speak for all the Sistas fans when I say I don't give a damn. We're just happy to see him. Just happy to see him. But folks, before we get into the actual breakdown, season 3 promises to deliver the compelling drama that fans have come to expect from TPS, Tyler Perry Studios, and that is the article itself. Then it has the trailer. So, what we're going to do, you know the drill. We're going to go through the trailer, talking about the dialogue, talking about, all the screenshots I have, trying to put them in some sort of order so we can get this thing broken down. But before moving forward, please help this channel get to 300,000 subscribers. We're about 17,000 people away. I know that's a lot, but I'm very confident that this trailer breakdown will get at least 30,000 views. And I think that about half, if not more, the views on this channel comes from people who have not yet subscribed. So if you are looking at this video, if you are hearing my voice, please take a moment and hit subscribe to help this channel reach 300,000. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up to show you like it, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description. Hit the notification bell and select all, because with this Zatima trailer dropping and we know the show's coming back in less than a month, I'm pretty sure episode titles and things of that nature will come out and I can, cover here on the channel. But make sure you are up to date with all the information by subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you know when I post here on the channel. Now, without further ado, let us jump into this trailer breakdown. So first things first, Fatima is pregnant. Let me say it again now. Despite what went down in Sistas Season 7 as well as Season 6B, Fatima is pregnant following the Season 2 finale of Zatima. Now, I am unaware at this point about the time frame, if Season 3 picks up directly where Season 2 left off, or if there was, maybe a few weeks or so of a time skip. I'm sure, well, I'm maybe not sure, but I'm going to be paying close attention to the dialogue in the first episode, so that will hopefully tell us what we need to know. To kind of gauge, if we can figure out how far along Fatima is. But I think it's safe to say that if we were to theoretically put this show in the timeline of Sisters, it makes the most sense that this series, Season 3, takes place after Season 7. However, there was that one line of dialogue that Zach was talking to Michael about in Sisters Season 7 about, I had a brother. And it's like, wait a minute, had as in past tense, which could hint at Jeremiah's death. But let's be honest here, based on the trailer, it looks like Zach straight up murders his brother. So it's interesting that Zach is, having a moment, rubbing on Fatima's belly, talking about, this little Zach Jr. in there. What if it's a girl? Zatima. So I guess Zakisha is a name he's going to say. I guess Zakisha is what he plans on naming his little girl with Karen, and Zatima is the name of the girl if Fatima happens to be carrying a girl. But then again, let's be honest here, Fatima might wind up having twins too. We don't know that for certain, but hey, it's just one of those things where it wouldn't surprise me if something like that occurs somewhere down the line, whether it be, in the back half of the season, Fatima finds out, or in the next season. Now, over at Rise Ventures, we got some friction between Zach and Bryce, because Zach is going in on him saying, you know what? You took that money and invested it after I told you not to. So obviously, and for good reason, Zach has a lot to, go off on Bryce for, because if you remember, towards the end of Season 2, Bryce took the money. What was it? I think Valerie was showing him this building. It was like, hey, it's a shoe-in. There's like a like a 5,000% chance that the money you put into this is going to, flip back a huge profit. But at the time, I think Zach didn't have enough money. And Bryce went behind his back to tag team with Gary, like, hey, Gary, here's some money from Rise Ventures that me and Zach have. If you can be like our third partner and invest money, we can actually get this building property that's going to bring in a lot of money. However, Gary didn't put his money into the pot at the last second. And as a result, Rise Ventures, all of their assets were frozen, which included Zach's own account. And as a result, that's why that one person at the hospital kept coming up to Zach, and Zatima kind of blocked her, because if the bill wasn't paid, then, his mom would have to be taken off of life support. But luckily things got resolved at the very end of the season. But if they didn't, then, Zach would be even madder at Bryce. So at this point, it's unknown whether or not he and Bryce will continue to run their business together, because we went into season 2 with the whole friction of Bryce trying to kiss Zach. And now in season 3, we have the friction of Bryce betraying Zach's trust. Not, on a personal level, but more so on a business level, which in turn does affect the personal. But in light of all the tension and friction, we get a little bit of levity with the inclusion of Preston sitting in the office with, Zach. Again, I don't know exactly what he's doing there. Is he coming to talk to Zach as, a potential customer of his business because he wants to find a property in Atlanta? Will we get a mention to his wife, or possibly former wife, Mindy from Texas? Did he just come back into town to say hey to his boy? I don't know. But something tells me Preston's going to be in several episodes. I don't know the exact episode count Trinity has, but I'm just glad to see him. But in the midst of talking about money, Deja comes in, and Zach's like, oh no. It's like, oh, hey, Vanilla. And that leads to, I guess, Preston going over to Deja's place, and she's talking about how you can make this kitty growl, and he's just standing there like, oh man. And it's crazy because we know he likes some chocolate, so it will be very interesting to see the dynamic between Preston and Deja this season. Also, Jasmine Brown, I believe, mentioned in the Deadass podcast with Kadeem a couple of weeks ago, actually, that, Tyler called her up to see if she was well enough, because she was pregnant at the time, and was saying that she was well enough to film season 3. And, there's a body double for her in certain scenes whenever the situation calls for it. So it's pretty cool that despite the pregnancy, Tyler was like, hey, do you want to be in season 3? So I love how, she's still included in that. So I feel like this is going to make for some good storytelling. But overall, this trailer looks pretty intense. It looks dark. And the themes are going to be pretty, pretty drama filled, to say the least. I mean, we even have a moment at Rise Ventures where Preston seems to be breaking up a potential brawl between Bryce and Zach. But everything else in regards to the trailer has to do with Jeremiah putting hands on Fatima. I mean, it looks pretty intense too in the parking garage of the law firm. You got Jeremiah who's looking down bad. He's trying to grab Fatima's bag, and she ends up getting tossed to the ground, and Angela comes and say, like, what did you do to her? It's like, I didn't do anything. But before all that, we have Connie actually showing up to the law firm with some paperwork. It looks like, according to Fatima, Miss Gladys had a $25,000 insurance policy. And Jeremiah has come back from the gutter, trying to get his hands on it. And Amir he brought his A game to the performance. If you look closely, you notice like Jeremiah's pretty down bad. Hair's missing, his clothes ragged. I mean, I don't think we get a full body shot though, but he's looking pretty worn down. Yeah, even in the back of his head, patches of hair missing. Like he's really just showing that addiction. And with Amir. I remember the interview we did way back when, when he talks about his experience as an actor and whatnot. I have no doubt that his performance is going to be a standout of the season. But remember, he was clean or sober very briefly in the finale of season 2. But then I remember when Zach went over to their old apartment to, I think, get a box of a few things his mom would have wanted him to have. It was off screen, but when Zach got back to the car with Fatima and Connie, he said that, his brother's up there high again. So, it's like some things never changed. Because remember, Zach offered to get his brother the help he needed, but he didn't want it. He just wanted to go his own way. And unfortunately, well, things ended up the way they did. Now, you got Fatima who's trying to hide this from Zach. Now, it seems pretty obvious that the main reason she's trying to hide the whole, altercation from Zach is because she knows for a fact that if Zach found out anybody, even his own brother, put hands on her, he will be ready to kill. I mean, heck, remember what we saw happen at the end of season 7 when Fatima talks about how Gary's security knocked her to the ground or things got physical and Zach was ready to go kill him? Well, we're obviously going to see a very similar storyline take place in season 3 of Zatima. Now, Angela is, just making it clear, like, look, you can't hide this from Zach. I can see the bruise from here. And looks like, let's see here. We're over at the barbershop. Tony's doing his thing. And we got the wise sage of the season, or season 2. I forgot his name. My bad. Because I remember mistakenly saying that, oh, that must be Tony's dad, but it isn't. But in any case, he's saying like, if a man hit my girl and nobody told me, we're going to have a problem. Because it seems to me that everybody is trying to, whether it be Nathan or Tony, it seems like there's a divide where on the one hand, it's like, are these characters trying to protect Jeremiah from Zach? Or are they trying to protect Zach from himself? Because they know if Zach finds out and finds his brother, he's going to do something incredibly reckless, which is going to lead to consequences and repercussions. So, as a result of that, Jeremiah is seemingly on the run. Because we even have a moment where Tony's like, look, he has a problem. Jeremiah got a problem. And Zach is like, I don't care. He's going to have an even bigger problem once I get my hands on him. So, man, this is really intense. This trailer is really good. We go over to, well, there is that moment where a couple of moments, actually. The moments we got from that little 3 to 5 second teaser where we see like Zach roughing up Tony against the wall, and when Fatima has the baseball bat, but I'll say the baseball bat thing for later. We know that Zach goes over to, I believe, Tony's place. I think we've only seen Tony's apartment or house only one time, and even then we only saw like a glimpse of it when he was on the phone with Zach. And Zach's like, where's Jeremiah? He throws a vase. Then he ends up flipping Tony. Just like, dang, man, this is crazy. So we also get a scene where I believe they're outside of the barbershop or something. And Zach gets in his car and just, drives off like he's Speed Racer. And then we go over to the hood and we see, Belinda, Connie, Nathan, and Tony. And Zach has talked to Fatima. I'm just going to ask you this one time. Did my brother hit you? So it's pretty wild because at this point, everybody's trying to save Zach from himself because they know what's going to go down if he finds his brother. So from there, we get Connie and Fatima walking through a hallway. I don't know if this is a hospital or if it's a jail or what. But actually, let me double check if I can freeze frame it. Let me see. Fatima's wearing, I believe, a black outfit. And if I can find the right screenshot. Wait a minute. She has that brown jacket. And she has the brown jacket off in her arms when... Yeah, I think this is a jail. I don't think this is a hospital. I think this is like a... the precinct or whatever. The police place. But in any case, we get the moment where it looks like it's nighttime. Jeremiah's out in the street. Zach pushes him up against the wall and he's beating the hell out of his brother. Now, I'm thinking because Zach does get arrested for murder. And if you look at the one scene towards the end of the trailer when Fatima's like, if this is the way you want to live, then do it without me. And we see her walk out of the room and close the door. Zach, looks like he's crying. One of his hands is in a cast. So this is most likely the hand he was using when he was beating his brother to a pulp. And he possibly killed his own brother because he put hands on his pregnant fiance. We get a couple more moments where Angela is screaming. She is in a purple dress. Now, where's that freeze frame of Fatima with the baseball bat with the car? And everybody's watching as she's like busting the car open. Because if Angela is wearing that dress, that will put everything together. I don't know. Look, I'm literally playing the trailer in slow motion as I'm doing this, but I cannot find that one particular scene. Oh, man. I don't see it. Oh, duh. My bad. Nope. Wait, no. She was wearing a different dress. She was wearing a brown jacket and a different dress. So I don't know what Angela's screaming at. Dang. And then we get a car collision. It looks like a white vehicle and a black vehicle. Could this black vehicle be no, actually, is that a red car? I can't tell. I mean, I'm guessing it's black based because it's a nighttime shot and one car, rams into the other. I don't know if this was intentional, if the driver was drunk, but obviously I will do a separate video on this after I do some research because I know that Zach bought Fatima a black car. And I wonder if this is the same vehicle that Fatima is beating with the baseball bat. And then the white vehicle, I don't think I know anybody that has a white vehicle other than that tall dude from Club Eden that was, getting freaky with Angela in the last season. But I don't think this is Preston's vehicle either. No. But yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. I believe that is the full breakdown of the season 3 trailer. So with that being said, if there is anything, and I mean anything that I missed that you feel like, hey Jeremy, here's this one thing I caught in the trailer you didn't, feel free to let me know. And from there, well actually, if you go back to that one scene where Fatima and Connie are walking through the hall, I believe we see both I think a doctor in a white coat and a police officer in the back. So Zach could technically be in the hospital. He could be. Not necessarily, the precinct, but it could be one or both. I don't know. All right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. This trailer hopefully has revitalized hype. I know I'm ready to go, but hey, we got a full month before the show comes back. So it looks like it's worth the wait, people. So with that being said, let me know if you're pumped for October 3rd. What was your favorite part of the trailer? Are you excited to see Preston back? Zach is getting into it as always, but the crazy thing is when you look at how Fatima is trying to calm down Zach, think of all the times she's been quick to pull out a baseball bat or gun on somebody, and it's like, come on Fatima, you really ain't got no room to talk. But obviously she's more concerned given that, well, she's pregnant and it's like she doesn't want her man to do anything stupid, which makes sense. So with that being said, please like and subscribe. Thank you, BET Plus, for finally dropping this thing and making an official Instagram page for Zatima. Make sure you go follow them. So basically in the top comment, I should have a link to the full trailer, the essence.com article, and a link to the Zatima Instagram page. So with that being said, I will catch you all in the next video.